If you're anything like me, you're probably been fascinated by a brand new game called Clair Obscur Expedition 33. This game is one that will probably win every single award for Best Game Soundtrack of the Year 2025. And the composer of this soundtrack has one of the most peculiar stories I've ever heard when it comes to people I met in the game music industry. And you're probably asking yourself, how exactly did a soundtrack like this get made? Well, I got to talk about that today with Lorien himself, as well as Guillaume Broche, the director of Expedition 33. What you're about to see is an interview where we talk almost exclusively about the music of this game and the stories behind it. There's gonna be a lot of spoilers in this interview, so I recommend you to check it out only after you've beaten the game, because we're gonna talk about the ending as well. So here's the interview. Guys, I wanted to do a thing. If you guys are fine, we can try this. I basically have a bunch of tracks and I cut some small chunks out of them. These are my very favorite, in no particular order, favorite chunks of music from this game, and I would like to do a listening session with you guys and ask you kind of how they came to be. Would you be down to try that?
Yeah, sure.
Let's listen to this together for a second. This is one of my favorite bits. So, what the fuck, bro? Like, dude, that's one of my favorite tracks, obviously. That's everybody's favorite track.
Yeah,
but
it's not a big surprise.
No. I mean, I heard this one in the trailer, and I heard Victor right away. I'm like, okay, well, this soundtrack is gonna bang. They got Victor Borba, what the fuck? The thing I love a lot about this track, which this track is super long, and it teases you throughout the game. The first time you meet Renoir and fight him, you hear the instrumental version, and then as you go through, you actually hear the words. And if you speak French, you're like, oh shit, this guy is like, maybe not really like a bad person necessarily. He's like desperate. The thing I love a lot about this, well, this is Alice singing and Victor, right? And then you on the music. You guys are like some monsters of music, and somehow you're able to like leave space for all three, and this track slays. And I love, there's some slight differences. For example, in the way that the guys sing, like Victor and Alice over here. I love that Alice is like, oh, yeah, and it's kind of sustained, but Victor ends a bit earlier with that sort of like scream at the end. And it's like, he cannot take it anymore, right? It feels like he's method acting Renoir in a way. He's despair and everything. Did you ask Victor specifically, yeah, I wanted to really sound extremely like distressed, or did he just understand the assignment?
The two of us really understand the assignments. They're really like two dream vocalists for me. So for this track, I write the lyrics first and then share it to them. Alice write the vocalist parts. So it was really a contrast between like the Clair and the Obscur and the two characters. So it was really important to feel like all the love and the anger and like to feel everything at this moment to hit the right emotion that the characters is traveling. So yeah, it's because we have like two dream vocalists that the song is feeling like that, so powerful. So yeah, I'm really grateful to them to sing on the song.
What was your reaction, Guillaume, when you heard this? Do you remember?
Yeah, of course I remember. I had chills completely. And actually, if you want to know, the cutscene, like the transition cutscene that happens at the very, very last boss, I was listening to this on repeat. I just made my own little loop of like 40 seconds and just was listening to this nonstop. This is the best loop. And I was pushing for it to be in the first trailer very, very hard. Yeah. Just because I just love it. It's brilliant. It's very simple yet so cool.
It tells the story of the entire game, kind of, because you can, continuer à t'aimer, reviens. Like you can think those words of Gustave as well, right? Like you fucking love this guy. He's gone. Please come back. Or Aline and Renoir, or Renoir and Matt. Like this kind of relates to everyone, and it's such a freaking banger. Also, Lorien, so you've wrote the lyrics. So did Alicia write the melody for the lyrics?
It really depends. Usually, it's Alice Duperpercier who writes like the majority of the vocals of the games.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes on a different song, she's inspired by what I wrote before, some melody on the cello, something like that. But yeah, usually it's her who creates the singing melody. But yeah, I write like all the lyrics of the game before, and yeah, she put the lyrics in his vocal lines.
So were there ever like throughout like the 6? You guys have been working on this game for 6 years, right?
Yeah, 5, I think.
5 years.
5 years. Throughout those 5 years, was there never a moment when your creative visions didn't align and you didn't agree on something?
Yeah, not really.
Wow.
Yeah, so there are some tracks where I was pushing for them because Lorien didn't like them, and the same way in the other direction, like Lorien really was pushing for it,
Mhm.
and I liked them less. But essentially, it was just like nitpicking.
Yeah.
9% of the time we just align.
That's, dude, wow.
It's create like really cool story for each tracks. Like for example, the battle team of Goblu. It was like in my draft, so I have like my SoundCloud playlist with like 300 songs, and this song was like at the bottom.
No way.
Yeah, and Guillaume one day told me, I like this one, let's put it in the game. So like if it was me, the song will not be in the game.
Yeah.
Lorien, you yourself almost did not put that track in the game? That's crazy.
Yeah, it was really a draft, what I do, and it's in the game now.
Yeah, I mean, like I was just browsing through Lorien's draft. I put this music instantly, and it's funny because it is a reaction of every like people reacting to this music. Instantly, you listen to this and you're like,
yeah, it's a banger.
Yeah, exactly.
What like
this needs to be in the game?
Okay, can you walk me through the process of like you creating that theme? What were your inspirations? What's up with that insanely like amazing bass line and the synthesizers?
Honestly, it's really a draft for me. So yeah, it's a bit hard to. I have like no influence on this. It was like, oh yeah, I want to try a really heavy slap bass sound for the battle team. So I write the bass first, and then I found this synth sound, and I put it in the song. But yeah, it was I think really fast to create this one, and I put it in the draft and didn't come back for like 2 years after. And then Guillaume listened to it, and I reworked it a bit later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was mostly to have the full track after that. So yeah, it was really a lucky accident for me to have these tracks.
Yeah, dude, you freaking delivered. That's freaking incredible. Okay, another moment I freaking love in the soundtrack is obviously this. Dude, what a freaking masterpiece, man. Like, Jesus. Was this the first theme you wrote for the game?
No, it wasn't the first theme we wrote, but like it's the legacy of the first song. The first song I wrote for Expedition 33 was Lettre à Maël. And Lettre à Maël, like, give birth to Aline Theme. And Aline Theme give birth to Alicia. So yeah, it's like the legacy of the first song. But yeah, honestly, I see this song like a gift for me. It's really that. It's I already tell the story, but it was like really special night. I was looking for a dance video, and the dancer was really looking like Alicia. And the video was really moving for me, so beautiful, so special. And so I write the team when I look into the video on my screen share. So yeah, it was really in one night I watched like all the music on the dance video, and I feel like really, really happy, and really it was like a special moment for me. And then like the tomorrow morning, I share the song to Alice, and it was the same thing for her. She like sing like his melody is surreal for me, and it was like really fast too. It was like one morning and it was done. So yeah, I see it like a gift for us and for the game. And when I share it to Guillaume, it was like really obvious that it's like the first thing we want the player to feel, and when you open the game, you have this song, because it's like the whole Clair Obscur is in it.
Yeah.
I can share my experience also with this music. I received it, and I was literally like, my jaw was on the floor. Like after 2 minutes of listening, I was like, is this one of the best songs I've heard in my entire life? Did this just happen? And it's like, yeah, we knew it was the main theme. It's just like, it's my favorite. I have a lot of favorite songs in this game, but this takes top one. It's very, very, very special. And it shows also when the players just start the game and just start listening to Alicia in the main menu. It's incredible. Like it's a masterpiece. And Lorien said it's a gift to him, but for me, it's a gift to the world. Really, it's so incredibly special.
Very few games are able to do that. They capture you so much from the starting screen, you know. And I especially love the note where she goes da 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 da. Kind of feel like like a misstep, like pain is coming, and it does. It's really cool. About the Expedition 33 soundtrack, how did you initially approach creating the musical identity for the game, and did you make some choices to like avoid specific instruments in order to create an even stronger identity or something like that? Were there some rules you set for yourselves? For example, I've noticed like there's not a lot of electric guitar solos until the very end on the Renoir like boss battle theme, where like the Lorien just slays this insane solo that portrays Renoir's pain. But throughout the rest of the soundtrack, there's not a lot of guitar solos, right? What was your approach, generally speaking, to like paint the whole picture of this soundtrack?
We don't have rules for the soundtrack, so it's more one song by one song. I will create what I think is the best for the characters or for the level. So it's really the world and the story that helped me to do that. So when I see the concept of Nicolas and the script of the game, it will like inspire me some instrument for the soundtrack. So when you show me Monoco, I will hear a tenor saxophone, and when you show me Gustave, I will hear a cello on it. So it's more stuff like that, but we don't have like any rules on the soundtrack.
Right, it's just pure intuition. And Guillaume, like when you hear these tracks, like you hear the Monoco theme and it's saxophone, like what was your reaction?
Just it's an absolute banger. I've been the biggest fan of the soundtrack for 5 years. I couldn't share how much it's cool because it was not shareable. But like I've been listening to the soundtrack on repeat for 5 years. I just love it, and it's so varied. And as Lorien said, like we had no rules. Lorien had no rules, so it was just pure on intuition, and it just fits so well, and it's so surprising every time for players. Not surprising to me anymore because I know every track by heart. But no, it's really, for me, it's really amazing, this freedom to create. It feels.
I mean, that definitely resonates. And that's one of the things that makes it such an amazing soundtrack, in my opinion. Like, I can't even begin to tell you how many times I had to like pause and be like, yo, this is a banger, or yo, this is gonna make me cry, or yo, like this is completely unexpected. And being a composer, I really pay attention to this stuff. And when when this shit happens enough times, I'm like, maybe I picked the wrong career. Like this is like at a whole other level. The only other game that made me feel like this recently was Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. That and Expedition 33 are the two of the best soundtracks I ever heard, like in a long time. And one thing I loved a lot is how, and this is also seen in the track names on the soundtrack, how each area, right, has its kind of like its own musical culture almost. Like each area features tracks that are arranged in a specific musical language, specific instruments and stuff like that. And I love that there's no like, oh, this is the one exploration theme and that's the one that plays throughout the whole time. No, you have different exploration themes, and then you have battle themes that are unique to each area. How did you guys come to that decision?
It's the same. It was like, it wasn't really a decision. It was like, I'm right here from the start of the games. So I see everything, and Soundfall share me like the whole world and the whole script. So I can like create in my mind like the perfect set list. That's what I really want to do. So at the start of the game, I was telling me that I want a custom battle team and custom boss team for each bosses, and I want like 3 or 4 tracks for each environment to feel not repetitive and to guide the players through each journey. So it wasn't like, it wasn't rule or decision. It was like more I think we need to do it to have something really immersive for the player and to tell the story of the game. But go ahead, Guillaume, if you want.
Oh, for me, it's just a testament also to Lorien's productivity of pouring out like incredible music, just like 5 times per week, and just like the fact that Lorien took on by himself, just okay, I'm going to do 1 battle theme per map. It's just not something that every composer would do. That's why I feel very blessed to have worked together, because I think it brings a lot to the game, and it helps for the repetitive aspect of the turn-based, like some things that can feel more repetitive if the song is always the same, to just have this completely different atmosphere in every single level.
All right, let's move to another track. So this was another moment that from the game that blew my fucking mind musically. It's this track right here. Like this, yeah. Like, I was talking before how you guys let the uncomfortable emotions sink in, and the beauty of them as well. And this plays like after Gustav's death, right? And you go in the world map, you have Verso in the party, you don't know who it is, you just know who you lost, not who you gained. And the world map welcomes us into feeling these waves of pain. How did this track come about?
Yeah, it was, we decide together that we want to try to have like 3 songs for the world map. So 1 for Act 1, 1 for Act 2, 1 for Act 3. So it was really important track because I was a bit afraid it become repetitive in the game. It was really the main topic. I think it will be like the most listened song on the world map. So it was really important to have something a bit simpler, but that she give a good mood, not a good mood, but like the correct mood for what the player is feeling. So I try to think what the player will feel after the Gustav's death and for the Act 2, and put it in music. There's like some work on the lyrics too to give some hints to the players.
No, I think it's funny because some French players are a bit like, if you listen very closely to the song and the lyrics and you're French, you get some very, very big clues about what's going to happen. So if you're French, please don't pay too much attention if you haven't finished the game.
I've noticed that in the game in general. I'm like, oh, this game is speaking to you the entire time. Again, I speak French very little, so there'll be moments where I'm like, it's lost on me. And other moments I'm like, oh wait, okay, that's cool. I love that about the soundtrack. Now we should talk about the vinyl. That you guys are gonna have a vinyl of the soundtrack coming out soon. The soundtrack is actually available right now. You guys posted it for free on YouTube, which is amazing. There's also people on the comments from anywhere in the world thanking you in all kinds of languages. I love to see that. But also it's available on Bandcamp for like £8. I'm like, no, this one deserves to be sold for way more than £8. But you know, it's on there. But then you got the vinyl coming out soon. And what was your thought process for like choosing the tracks that they go on there?
It was a nightmare. Yeah, it was a nightmare to choose a set list because I have like so many songs that I want in the game. Like when you think like all the character teams, all the main environment, all the battle team, like I was like already exceeding the time slot I have. So it was really hard for me to choose a set list. I think about it for 10 days, like every moment. So I'm really happy to the set list that I have created for the possibility I have for the vinyl. But yeah, I think all the songs I wanted on the vinyl are there. But yeah, I'm like so sorry for like the players. But if he wants like one song and she's not there, it will be hard.
They can buy the soundtrack. They should buy the soundtrack. This deserves to be bought by any single person who played it, because honestly, this game, which is a banger game, was elevated by its soundtrack as well. So like I've read or heard on an interview that the dynamic between Verso and Monoco is inspired by the dynamic that Guillaume has with his brother in real life, right? That's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Are there parts of your life, Lorien, that like, or relationships you had that kind of made their way into the music you wrote or the lyrics you wrote, stuff like that?
Yeah, the full soundtrack.
Wow.
Yeah, sure. Like the lyrics give me like such a power to share like my emotion and what I feel about the story and the game. So to be short, like for example, the 3 last track of the games, it's like my own sensitivity on the story of the game. So when I write like the last song, it's for it's spoiler, but yeah, I think we should.
You can go spoiler, yeah.
Yeah. So when I write my team and write the lyrics at the end, it's really like what I feel for the characters. The same thing is for Verso for Au lendemain non écrit, with the song right before. And Une vie à rêver, with like the last song of the 3 11-minute tracks, it's like my own vision of the world, my own vision of the characters and the story that I put in the lyrics. So yeah, it's really, I put like all my soul in the lyrics and all the music.
And one song I really like on the soundtrack is called Lumière, c'est un.
Nuage à la dérive, lien en déclive, brume qui déteint lumière. S'éteint, seul, sans secours, songe, sans contour, sombre, pour toujours. Lumière s'éteint.
And it's like a poem, right? Like there's the music, but then there's a poem. Are you the one reading the poem? Did you write it?
Yeah. It was it's spoken word in French. It's called slam. So yeah, it's like talking and say some text. So I write the text for this song. I don't know if we tell like the story of the song, Guillaume.
Oh, you can.
You can. Yeah, at the start, this song was a song for the Gommage. So I create this song for the prologue of the game, for when Sophie will be dust. And the song was here like for 3 or 4 years. And at the end of the production, maybe 1 year before, we feel it was like too niche, too not enough universal for the players to have something like this on the Gommage. So we put Lost Voices on it, and it was a really good decision because like Lost Voices creates really powerful emotion for the players. And so we have like Lumière c'est un after, and we put it in the really cool lore place for that.
Okay. Are there some pieces of music or some fun stories from the music of the game that you want to share with us?
You have something, Guillaume?
Go ahead, I need to think. I didn't make the soundtrack, so you go.
No, but it can be like stuff like, oh, I really liked it when he did this or whatever. You know, anything that you like. Or Guillaume, for you, even about the game itself, like some details, some cameos or some like, I know there's a fun cameo at the start, which is like not safe for work. And it's there.
Oh yeah, no, it's, yeah, and actually, it's me doing the voice acting of this cameo. So,
oh my god, bro!
I never said it live, but now you have it.
That's amazing. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
That's hilarious, dude. Was that your idea to put it in there as well?
Yeah. No, a lot of stupid jokes are directly implemented by me, but also by Victor, our quest designer, on the Déchire village, like all the stupid stuff.
Dude, sack of
It's
patat.
pretty much.
I was like, am I reading this correctly? Sack of potatoes as an enemy. I'm like, yeah. I love this shit.
This is kind of stupid story I can say. How we name the enemies in the game. It's the most random bullshit way to name anything in the game, really. It's just that Nico does a concept art and we just look at it for 2 seconds and we say like a French word that just inspires us coming from it. And like, for example, there is a big snake on the world map, like one of the super bosses, with just a house light as his head. And in French, he's called the serpent phare, which literally means
what the hell, bro?
Snake, house light. It's so dumb, but
snake lighthouse. What the?
Yeah.
Okay, that's very literal. And I can imagine like English players being like, "Oh yeah, that sounds so poetic." So
yeah, exactly.
And you're like, "No, it's a freaking lighthouse snake."
Yeah,
amazing.
Exactly.
I love grosse tête.
Yeah. Grosse tête literally means big head.
That's my favorite.
We love when Americans say grosse tête.
Oh no,
that's not how you say it. But
well, they try.
It's fun. Yeah,
they try. Lorien, anything you want to tell us about any moments of your score in this game, or any story, any track?
I see you have like some tracks. For example, like Goblu was like maybe with Sirène, our favorite environment themes with Alice, because this one was really funny to create, Goblu, with the hang drum sound and all the backing vocals. And it's the first track we implement in the game for me. So it was a really cool moment to see this song live, and she give like an aquatic surrealist vibe that we really love, and it was really a lot of fun.
How did you come up with that? And like, it's this track right here, right?
Yeah.
When I heard this one in the game, I turned the PlayStation on, the computer off, Steam off, because I'm like, I need to go back and write music, because that inspired me so much. Like, that is so, like, from the beginning of the theme, which it starts without vocals, is so different. And then the vocals kicks in, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy. How did you come up, like, with the choices you made for, like, the aquatic vibe? Like, there's a sound that sounds like a sonar or something like that. Like, what was do you remember your thought process that went into this?
Yeah, I remember pretty well for this one. The start was the hang drum. So, like, I really wanted to do like a hang drum track because I really love this instrument. So I create like multiple layers of the hang drum. So it was like the backbones of the track. And then I try to find some sound I like. So I found the sonar sound. And it was really like a cool beat I love. So I add after like the kick and stuff like that. And I really love the vibe of it. And then I send it to Alice, and we really work on the voice to have this feeling coming from her. And like the backing vocal is like the name of the enemy of the Goblu. So it's Luster and Crueler. And yeah, it was like improvised on the recording session. And it was like so good, and so it was amazing for us to hear that in the session.
It's one of those things that when you hear it, it's like you've known it your entire life, but you've never heard it before. Like it tackles like a very primal part of the brain. I don't know how you guys managed to do that, but that's amazing. And there's some other tracks you'd like to tell us about.
Yeah, maybe one track that I have not talked about it before, so it's kind of new things. At the start of the game, we have a track for the tutorial against Mael, who is called like Draft Unites. And this song is like the edit of the real song of I White before, who is called Draft Collides, and it plays at the last battle team of the game, right before the ending. It was really like the the song I write like for verso and mael together. So if the player listen closely, you can really hear like the verso theme at the guitar at start, and then we can hear mael's theme. And like the whole song is the two theme of the character that's playing and interwoven between them. I think it's like one of the favorite songs of Alice too. So it was really a cool moment for us to see like the start of the song right after the cinematic. You have a choice to make, and you have this song to play. And yeah, I really enjoy hear this song live.
Bro, that's fucking crazy. So that's the song that welcomes us in the game, and then at the end we hear it again because we're confronting her again, basically.
Yeah. The first song was O Drive Collides, who was for like verso and mael, and we edited at the start of the game.
Right.
Unite for Gustav.
That's really, dude, fucking amazing. Like that's. You should change your name to Lorien Let Me Cook Testard. Because this is like, Guillaume, did you like, obviously I bet it was Lorien's choice and he just told you, hey, what if we do this? And you're like, fuck yeah. Or did you ask for this specifically yourself?
No, there is a lot of things. It's just Lorien cooking.
He's like, hey, let's actually,
yeah.
Dude, what the hell, man? This is like an amazing detail. Also, like, I love the ending. Like, it's really like an incredible masterpiece that leaves like such an incredible feeling. And by the end of this experience, both musically and in terms of gameplay, I felt like, wow, I can expect more out of games. You know, I really thought games of this magnitude were gone since like PS2 era. I was like, it's fine. We're never going to get the same level of insanity as Final Fantasy X. That's okay. But you guys...
That's what you say.
I got to play that, yeah. You're correct.
You have to.
I gotta play that.
I will force you to play this game. It's a
I
masterpiece.
I gotta find time. But once is it like? Can you play it on Xbox One or something?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. You can play it on any Xbox, I think.
Nah, I have to buy one.
Yeah.
Did you?
It's worth it. Just follow CDC. It's worth it.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. But guys, I can be here talking to you guys forever. But if you gotta go, that's cool. I mean,
I have to jump. I have to jump, but Lorien, if you want to stay, it's as you want.
Which I can maybe like 10 minutes more if you want.
All right, let's do 10 minutes with Lorien. Guillaume, thank you so much for joining us. Dude, again, thank you so much for like actually believing in the team as much as you have and believing in yourself as much as you have, because you've proven everybody how far passion can take like people. You know, because the echo that this game is having in the industry is staggering. You know, and I'm so proud of you guys. So thank you.
Thank you so much. That was not the intention. We just wanted to make our own game. Thank you so much for
that's why I say that's the success. It's like the fact that you guys went out and made the game you want to play. That's the best thing ever. And also thank you for legitimizing Final Fantasy VIII, bro. I love that game.
Yeah, no, I will fight this fight with all the FF8 fanboys.
Hell yeah. Oh man, it's been a pleasure. And now
same here.
And see you, man. Cheers. Oh yeah, tell me everything you want to tell me about any piece of music from this game.
I think we can maybe continue on your track.
Sure, let's do it, man. Okay. Dude, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about this track.
Yeah, this one is like it's the same than Rain from the Ground. If it's Guillaume that put it in the game.
No fucking way! Are you kidding? Really, bro?
But, honestly, I think like Guillaume has saved like 3 or 4 tracks, and we talk about all of them tonight. So it feels like a bit over the top, but yeah, it's like the
but like. He saved some of the best. Literally. So was this another one that's like you wrote years before and then you let it go and?
Yeah. Actually, this one was like a concept idea. I wrote for We Lost, the starting project of the game. So it's really really old, and it was like just to give like an opera dramatic strange feeling to the game.
Wow.
But yeah, it's like a song that Guillaume saved. But I will share like in the other direction. For example, like Guillaume hates accordion, so like it's me that I save like all the accordion song in the game, and I save like the meme theme and all the accordion in the game.
Very good.
So it's the two sense.
As I hear about the stuff that you saved, kind of both of you, I'm like, thank God that you guys work together, because he saved some of your best ideas, and you saved some of your best ideas as well. Like the accordion tracks are amazing. There's one instrument I heard in the world map battle theme, which I'm like, you can't be serious. This is amazing. This one here. Like, is that like a harpsichord?
Yeah.
Bruh. God damn. Dude. This is like insane, bro. Like, the world map battle theme goes hard, right? Like it starts with a big orchestral sound, and I'm like, well, I'm sold already. But then the harpsichord kind of sets in. You always have these quieter parts of the battle themes, which sometimes end up being more interesting than the epic parts. Was that like, what was your thought process when you wrote that harpsichord passage?
Yeah, I try when I write battle teams to give surprise to the players. So if we are like always at the top of the battle team, it feels repetitive, and the player could be tired of it. So I try to have like dynamics in the battle team, to have like quiet and middle and high intensity. And so we have like interactive music in the game. So at the start of each battle theme, we play like the intense part to help to gain the intensity at the start. And then if the fight is draining out in length, we putting like the bridge part, the quieter part, and we like cut some intensity. And then for the end of the battle, we put like again the most fighting part.
I love also the way like the victory screen at the end of each battle, you have like a more like ambient version of the battle theme, right? That kicks in.
It was like all a custom edit by Raphael Joffre with like the music integrator of the game.
Amazing. And can you tell me a bit about this guy? What a banger, man. A person doesn't just wake up and decide to write a song like this, though. Like, can you walk me through what happened here? Like, the sax player is unhinged, but there's the double bass player as well, and those wow sounds are so cool.
Yeah. It was like a character team for me, so I really put a lot of time and thought to think about the characters. So for Monoco, I have like the intuition to go for saxophone tenor right at the start, because it like for me it was easy instruments. So I create like all the band under that ID. So yeah, double bass, battery, and all the band. And when all was done, we record Yuri Villar, who is the saxophonist of the game, and he's just insane. It's like, he is incredible. We record with him like all the saxophone tracks of the games, and like he has like a sound that is amazing. Like we just want to dance when we hear his saxophone. So it's really like it's all the credit for him. It's insane to have like this sound.
It is really cool. That's one of my favorite themes from the game for sure. But yeah, man, I have to let you go, I'm sure, but it has been an immense pleasure to get to talk to you and Guillaume and get to hear about your stories and how you saved each other multiple times. And
thank you really much to having us. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. And dude, once again, to people watching, buy the vinyl, buy the soundtrack, support this man, because video games are better for actually you being in them. Like you being a game composer, like that's such a big up to the whole industry. So man, thank you for contributing to games. And the same goes for Guillaume and the team. Like you guys created something really special. And I can't wait to see what you're gonna do next.
Thank you for the interview. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So that was the conversation we had. To be honest, it was actually longer than this. And if you want to check the full uncut version of it, it's on my podcast channel, which I will link down below. But even more than that, I will recommend you to go and check out the Expedition 33 soundtrack, especially on Bandcamp, where you can buy the soundtrack, you can download it to listen to it anywhere you want. And most especially if you buy it there, I think that is the best way to support Lorien and the team when it comes to the music of this game. I leave links down below for everything and see you on the next video. Bye.